Was this outtake?
I don't know. What's up, guys, and welcome to the first video on Plastic Puller. We're going to the Valley today. That's up in Newcastle. That is Matthew Binks there. Here's my lift. He is my question asker. He is my bestie friend. And we're in my house, and yeah, we're going to answer the questions now before we go anywhere because we're a little early anyway. Question time.
The first question is from Pelzy91, and he says, where is your dream climbing centre and why?
Dream climbing centre would be, I know there's a climber called Chris Sharma who has one in Barcelona, and I just think that's an awesome setting. It's really sunny, but the downside of that is it's always nice weather really over there, so what's the point of having an indoor centre? Really, that's the only downside. The ideal one for me would be my back garden. I'm not going to lie. I'll just walk outside, have a bit to climb. I really want my own climbing gym. Not gym, wall, in like a garage or something, but I don't have a garage yet.
Taruk, or T3RCK, I know him as well, so if I butchered your name, I'm sorry. Is it expensive to practice rock climbing?
It can be. It's quite an expensive sport in the sense that it's the shoes.
It's the buy-in.
The buy-in, yeah. As a whole, you only need shoes and chalk, so in that sense, not really, unless you go for the harness and the rope route. Obviously, we don't do that. We do bouldering, and that's just shoes, chalk, and contact. The shoes, mine are, I'll get them out. These little boys here are £120. Ta-da! I'm a La Sportiva fanboy. Them. I do have some training shoes, which are the 510 Anasazis. I think they're about £80. I'm not too sure, but they're my little plain training shoes that I send more projects in, if I'm honest.
And I run 2 different types of Miuras and a set of Solutions, so all the Sportivas.
But yeah, so initially, no, but it can be with first buying stuff, but after that, you're pretty sorted. It's just paying into places. Next.
Zombies Are Invading says, what keeps you coming back, and is it a challenge?
Always a challenge, otherwise I wouldn't come back. Quick answer there, really. Different routes every week. You just test yourself, so one week you might not be able to do something and you might be struggling for a couple of months or whatever, and then you just find that you slowly start getting better, and that's what keeps you coming back, really, is that you're getting better all the time, you're getting stronger, and it's just really nice to see. How about you, Matthew? What keeps you coming back?
Socialisation.
Oh, hello.
I was explaining this to another lad yesterday on a very long car journey, and I basically said that everybody who climbs, they have a massive climbing group of friends, and it's just meeting up with your mates and having a bash on the wall. It is challenging, and it is hurtful sometimes, especially if you injure yourself, and then you cry a lot because you can't climb properly anymore. But it's the fact that you've got this massive group of mates, and to be honest, you won't meet a nicer group of people than climbers.
Next question.
Red Alert 1 says, how do your hands not hurt so much?
They do. They always do. Forever. Even when I'm not climbing anymore. Constant pain.
I've actually got blood on one of my hands.
Blood. It's just something you deal with. Your skin gets tougher. The first few sessions, like the first couple of months, I'd say, is when all your hands start ripping and the skin's growing and adapting to the feel. And if I was to go outdoors now, obviously I'll climb majorly inside. And if I was to go outdoors, my hand would still rip because my hands are adapted for plastic holds, really. Rock surface is completely different. So yeah, always hurts. Never stops.
What type of shoes do you use and why?
Again, the Sportiva Solutions and the 510s. So the Sportiva Solutions, which were the yellow ones, they're for overhangy stuff really, and just little finesse, because they're more aggressive, which is the more down facing, and they've got
a nice bend.
They've got a small point for the heels better on them, and the toe is a small point of contact for smaller holds. So yes, that's that one, but the 510s are just for comfort really, and a lot better for smearing. Smearing is when your foot's not on a hold, it's on the wall, and they're just a lot better for stuff like that really. You'll find a lot of professional climbers, if they're trying a project that they've been working with, wear 2 different shoes.
It says, why do you do it, and do you get pleasure out of it?
Why do I do it? Just something to do, innit? I did football, got bored of that. Sorry, I know you're a footballer. I did karate, got bored of that because I got beat up. And then, so I went to rock climbing. This dude got me into it, this guy here. I had no friends when I moved up north, as you could probably tell, our accents are different. I had no friends when I moved up north, and linked up with Mr. Matthew over here, who's technically my cousin, technically. And then family marriage cousin. And then, yeah, from there, just fell in love with it. And again, the community's awesome. So, yeah.
Dave Spow.
The power.
Spow.
The power.
The Spow. He says, what ideas do you have already in mind? And will you be travelling different venues?
Different venues, definitely. Me and Bings have forever gone to different venues. Manchester, down near Birmingham, West Bromwich. We've gone up to Carlisle. We go Leeds. We go Sheffield. So definitely different centres. Even just in the local, we've got the Valley and we've got Durham Climbing Centre. You'll see both of them featured quite a bit, to be honest. Ideas are very, very similar to Frosty's, as I helped a little with his. I don't know how much he took on board of what I've said, but mine's going to be very similar layout as Frosty's. I won't be focusing on the training side of things just because, yeah, you know me, Dave, I don't do the training. If I train, I climb. I'll just climb more. So that's my training. So Frosty's more the training and the stuff like that. Yeah. I am Rossi.
That's the one. I am Rossi B. He says, how does a false wall compare to a real wall?
Completely different, mate. Completely different. You can climb a high grade indoors and get absolutely shut down by a beginner outdoors. It's just how it is, I'm afraid. Footholds is the main thing outdoors. They're like non-existent, really. And again, the texture's so different and it will rip your fingers. Like, you could climb indoors for 3 hours and start to feel a burn, but be half an hour outdoors and just be done in and wonder why you can't climb anymore. So it is completely different. And I fully appreciate outdoor climbers are a hell of a lot stronger, if I'm honest.
AqueBR, so AQEBR, he says, what got you into it? We've already answered that. Friendship.
It's also a girl. Friendship, basically. And again, something to do. He did it. It looked fun. I went along. It was fun. Made some good friends. And then me and Binks were the only two that really carried on.
G Carter Designs, I had a laugh at this one earlier. He says, if I was to stack 257 Adidas boxes, how long do you think it would take for you to reach the sacred top?
Gary, we're going to figure this one out and we're going to do the actual measurements for it. So let's go.
So while I'm editing here, I worked out Gary's equation, should we call it? And so you're looking at Adidas shoe box is 51 centimeters high. I'm just under 6 foot and apparently I should have the reach of around 8 foot. So we'll get the little calculator up and it would be 51 times 257, which is 13,107. Divide that by 8 foot in centimeters, which is 243. So divide that by 243 equals 53. So 53 seconds.
Kirsten Cummings says, have you ever pooped your pants whilst climbing?
Not personally. Figuratively speaking, yeah, got scared, but not actually physically pooed. But I have seen a video of a guy who has pooed himself halfway up a wall. So
sometimes you get off and you go, yeah, I've just breathed out my arse and I'm now hanging out my arse.
Yeah, like,
yeah, it is quite scary.
But there is a video on the internet of a guy who apparently he climbed after a hangover, feeling rough, and he literally pooed himself halfway up a wall, and like his mate was underneath him. It's pretty tragic, pretty bad. But yeah.
What diet do you stay in to keep your climbing form? That is from Pete Hitmanhalf.
I eat anything, Pete. You know this. I'll eat anything, mate. I try and eat quite good. I eat a fair bit of meat, rice, chicken, stuff like that. But I'll also have a takeaway and eat chocolate, and I don't really care. My theory is if you burn more than you put in, you're cool, ain't you? At the end of the day, I've got to lift my fat ass up the wall, so I'll just eat what I want. So that was just a quick questions at the start of the video. This video is going to be a bit longer than any of the others because it's the first video. I want you to get a feel of who I am, what this channel is going to be about. And before I go anywhere, big shout out to Frosty for inspiring us to do this. We talked about it for quite a while now, haven't we? We have mentioned a YouTube channel for ages, but we just never got on it. And seeing Frosty do as well as he's doing, and just, that sounds like I'm riding off his success, but just seeing how much he's enjoying it and being a part of it last week, it's just pushed us to do it. So we're doing it. Big up to you, Frosties. Links down below. The call centre climber, awesome lad, like genuinely a nicer person than us two put together. Just an all-round top guy.
Looks like a tank as well.
Yeah, he's very tall, very ripped, and he's got fake muscles. See you there.
Edinburgh.
Yeah, I'm going to try new green. The last one was only like 6B60, so we felt a bit defeated. I'll say only, that's still pretty decent, I guess.
I can't do it.
Trying this one behind us in the cave. The last time I said I feel it, and I feel it again this time. So we're going to get it.
Try this pink behind me. Emphasis on the try. So I'm not very good, but we'll try it.
Just finished at the Valley there in Newcastle. Had a really good session. Got a few greens ticked off. A few little. It's not our regular, so I don't really have projects there. The slab downstairs tends to be more our projects, but we've got a few harder routes done. I'm feeling really good. How are you feeling, Matthew?
I'm feeling tired.
Tired boy. He's driving me home. We're going to get really healthy food now to support us. We're going to get a McDonald's #copyright. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry it's a bit longer than usual, but this is just an introduction to what the channel's going to be, what basically it's going to feature, what sort of stuff, and once and finally again, thank you Call Centre Climber. Oh, he's got Dragon Ball Z on in there. Thank you Call Centre Climber. His link is down below. Please go and show some love. You'll see me and him featuring in each other's videos quite a bit in the future. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave some comments down below and I'll answer any questions you have in the next video. Leave them down below. See you later.
Bye.